Open interest is also used to determine if a market is likely to be trending or range bound. Increasing open interest shows that the rate of new trades is increasing, which indicates the market is being actively traded, while decreasing open interest shows that the rate of new trade is decreasing, which indicates that the market may be entering a time of less active trading. Welcome to the weekend review of week beginning 11th of January 2021. For disclaimer, please visit my website www.chartvideo.com/disclaimer. Nifty continuously making new highs, new record highs, and is right now placed at 14,347. Well, all the three trends being up, there is no question of shorting. But well, are we at a place where slight correction may suddenly come up? Let's see. It will be quite an interesting week. For some money is bound to flow out of Nifty, Bank Nifty and enter into Nifty Financials derivatives. How will that shape up? As of now, well, resistances will be there at round numbers, nearest round numbers being 14,400, 14,500 and so on, perhaps 15,000, we never know. But on the downside, the first support which comes to my mind is the closing, the 2 consecutive days of closing at around the 14,130 mark. 14,130 should be closely watched out, and just below it is a small little platform at 14,050. On the lower side, 14,130 to 14,050 will be a place where we may get support in case of any fall. Fall beyond this level on the downside might trigger a downside swing, and in that case, well, supports would be 13,770. नीचे तो आएगा ही, नीचे उसके बाद कहाँ कहाँ क्या क्या होगा वो नहीं जानते हैं, बट अभी के लिए ट्रेंड ऊपर है भैया, थोड़ा रिस्क लेने पड़ेगा. And if you don't want to risk at this level, stay away from longs but do not short. That is what the chart is telling me in brief. What is RSI on daily chart suggesting? It is in an uptrend. It has entered well into the overbought territory, presently at 77. Divergences are there. As I told you earlier, divergences are nothing but deter to the primary trend. But at such lofty levels, one should be very careful. Let's go and check the weekly RSI. Weekly RSI too has risen to exorbitantly high level of 79. Now these are rare cases. I had checked in my charts the previous time RSI had reached this exorbitant high level of 79.80 touching. We did have some correction, but well, corrections were just minor, short term, 3, 4, 5 days. Not that it was a total reversal. It did not happen in that way. You may check it out at your end. On weekly charts, if you have exorbitant high levels of RSI, that too does not mean that a major correction will set in suddenly. If we follow the charts, if we wait by the charts, in that case, on weekly scale too, this particular support of 13,700 is quite crucial. Only if this is violated, then only we can expect some major swings on the downside. Otherwise, चल रहा है, चलने दीजिए. What is the daily ADX saying? Presently at 40, slight divergence in the PDI. Well, the price had risen. Some divergences are visible at the PDI level. When PDI shows divergence, which is not supported in a major way by ADX, we can expect some correction. Well, you may just argue ADX is also showing some sort of a divergence, but since it is rising upward, I would be careful. In case ADX starts faltering, stops rising upward, and in that case, the momentum might be on the downside. What is the hourly chart suggesting? hourly chart is as of now perfectly tandem with the indicators in hourly chart are perfectly tandem with price. The RSI from equilibrium line had again moved up and has just touched the equilibrium line, so there is nothing as such to worry. The ADX, which had come quite considerably lower at around the levels of 12 odd, has started to move up presently at 17, and it is moving up with the dominant DMI, which is plus DI. So if ADS continues to move up, crosses the 20 line, and the dominant DMI moves up ahead again, in that case you can expect a strong move. Well, the story may change in case ADX falters again from here, starts moving down. Story may also change. Let us be very careful because we are at a quite lofty level. We should have a very open mind to while analyzing. The story may also change if ADX moves up, along with it MDI moves up. So right now I would say it this way, भैया कोई भी कुछ कर ले, हमको कहीं लॉन्ग करने में थोड़ा सा डर लग रहा है, तो हो सकता है I suggest you that okay, if you are not comfortable, do not enter long, but don't go short. I would also personally say it this way. For me also, I will not be entering long, but I will wait for short trade till the market gives me a signal. Because as I repeatedly told you earlier, the financial derivative segment will be introduced in the market from 11th of January. We need to study 1 or 2 days from where the money will flow into that financial derivative segment, which way will it move, and that will be quite fun a week or two later. Let's hope for the best. And now to the put call ratio. Put call ratio currently placed at 1.71. Well, it's not giving us any major signals as of now. Every time it had come down to 1.2, it had bounced back, and from 1.775 odd levels, it had again come down. So fine, as of now, nothing to worry of. It's just giving me a signal that okay, we are at lofted levels. So be it. 2-3 बार तो देखे हैं lofted levels है, ऊपर में 1-2 दिन का correction हुआ, उसके बाद फिर से सुधर गया. Let's see what happens this time again. In an effort to encourage traders from learning technical analysis from the comfort of your home at your pace and at an economic price, here's a website, chartvideo.com. Support resistance video contains discussion on necessary price action, trends, supports and resistances along with interpretation of open interest in futures. Moving average video covers all characteristics of moving average, slope, deviation, confluence and effects of major and minor moving averages on price. It has an exclusive trading strategy for intraday traders. Our ADX is a unique tutorial video where aspect of trading market and trending market has been discussed along with little known but all important ADX characteristics. It winds up with an intraday trading strategy which can be extended to short-term and positional trading. RSI Vantage, a new addition in the course, covers comprehensively all aspects of RSI to look at the market from Vantage point of view. 4 trading strategies have been discussed, out of which one is an intraday trading strategy. This tutorial video is a must across all time frames. Log in and enroll yourself to sharpen your skills with the most powerful trading rules. Welcome back. Time for open interest interpretation. In the second half of December, the market was moving up, and so did the open interest rise. So, stock moving up, open interest rising, a healthy uptrend is on. We did have some flattish type of days here. In that time too, we saw the open interest rise. Open interest fell on 6th of January. On 8th of January, which strikes me a major way, that is 8.43% build-up has taken place. In that case, well, I would say it this way, longs have certainly entered the system late. As long as the trend is up, it's okay. But in case some profit booking comes up, long liquidations may come up, and in that case, might be that we may have a sudden quick fall. This is the major place for which I am quite worried, and I would say it this way, I would be quite extremely careful before taking a long trade at this juncture. Moving on to Bank Nifty, well, somewhere down the line, as we have seen on an intraday swing or on a closing to closing basis, perhaps Bank Nifty is not moving up that sharply as the Nifty. It might be because of the incident which I have repeatedly told you is likely to come up on 11th of January. Whatever be it, if I go by the current trend, here too the trend is up. No point in picking out a top. At the same time, I would be worried. I would watch out for this particular level of platform, which is at around 31,500 odd levels. Till this is not violated, I would say the trend is up. But once this is violated, the next support comes to 30,900, and thereafter the next one is at 30,100, 200 odd levels. For me, this particular portion would be quite interesting whether it holds out 31,500 odd levels or not. Going by the indicators, RSI is in overbought territory, and that too it has taken support from the equilibrium line and is again moving up. ADX somewhere is faltering. ADX is flattish in nature, which is suggesting continuation of a trading market. The hourly chart in Bank Nifty does have divergences. As you can see, the prices had gone up, RSI had come, did not make higher peaks, but all the same, it is placed just above the equilibrium line, presently at 61. Till this equilibrium line is violated, we should not be too much worried of. ADX in hourly chart in Bank Nifty is at around 20 odd levels, presently flat, which is indicating that a trading mode may continue. Let's see what happens. जाते जाते एक चीज मजेदार चीज का बात करें. It's about open interest interpretation. Open interest is used to determine if a market is likely to be trending or range bound. Increasing open interest shows that the rate of new trades is increasing, which indicates that the market is being actively traded. While decreasing open interest shows that the rate of new trade is decreasing, which indicates that the market may be entering a time of less active trading. Bank Nifty on 5th of December had a huge open interest buildup. For the next 3 days, open interest is in fact not reducing, rather it is flat on a flattish note. Well, we can say if this does not improve immediately, the upside move may not sustain. Now, there is another interesting aspect which I would like to share with you in a particular stock, Reliance. Let's open up the open interest of Reliance. Rather, how open interest buildup has taken place in Reliance. Here it is. In the last 3-4 trading sessions, the stock has in fact been certainly a shade lower than 1950. But at the same time, it appears on the chart that it is in a trading mode. Open interest is increasing. The stock, after quite a considerable downfall, is right now in an absolute neutral flat terrain. It is so much flat that the 1330 and the 50 SMA has also turned flat. Right now, these are the 3 major levels to watch out for. On the lower side, 1905 odd levels. Rather, take it this way, gold 1900 in a round way. On the upper side, 1970, and beyond that, on the higher side is 2017. From all my knowledge in open interest buildup, whenever I have seen a stock is trading in a narrow range and thereafter open interest buildup has taken place, it is very likely it will break out soon, and the breakout could be of considerable strength. So let's see if this holds out at 1905-7 levels or not, or it crosses the 1970 zone. Whatever bait in coming days, it will be quite interesting to watch out this particular stock. So much so for this week. See you again next week.